Here's a brief but annoying message to let you know that you could have first heard this episode 9 months ago if you were a subscriber to our Iron Filing Society Patreon offering.
For the price of a pint and a St Clement's each month, you can get up to 4 episodes a week, 9 months before the rest of the world gets them. Early access to regular episodes, lots of other marvellous benefits, and there's absolutely no adverts or brief but annoying messages like this that will get right on your ticks.
Find out more and subscribe now at tftimemachine.com/ironfilings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, this is it!
This is Top Flight Time Machine. I am Andy Hotbody Dawson. Pow, pow, pow.
I'm Sam Nifty Delaney, so what?
Welcome along. It's the 4th episode of the Ripley's 2023 Odyssey. We're in the perineum period between Christmas and New Year when this is going out. And you might well have received your Ripley's as a Christmas gift. I don't know. And you may have enjoyed some of the stuff we're going to talk about on this episode already. Here's a little fact for you. First of all, Sam, it seems to be an animal page that we're on. It's page 199, carrying on from last time. 270 degrees is how far rabbits can rotate their ears to detect sounds. So there's a big... Wow. 270 is almost full rotation.
Yeah, like 3/4 or something?
3/4, and do you know how far away they can hear in every direction?
This is all rabbits?
This is rabbits, yeah.
Okay.
General rabbits.
Go on then.
2 miles.
Fucking hell. There must be a rabbit within 2 miles. I know there is, because I've seen them up at Richmond Park. That's less than 2 miles away. They're listening to this podcast now for free, and they're not even fucking paying IFS.
Yeah, but they can only hear one half of it, unless they can hear into your headphones.
True. Unless there's leakage.
But they might have that ability if they can hear.
There'll be another rabbit within 2 miles of you up in Sunderland. Yeah, no danger.
About to be. How far away is the park from you?
Mile at the most, yeah.
Yeah, if they can hear 2 miles, they'll be able to hear a mile plus a bit of headphone leakage.
Yeah.
So they are getting the full podcast for free.
Oh, yeah. No, I like Top Flight Time Machine, but no, fuck paying. I'm not fucking paying for that. The cunt only lives down the road. I can sit here in my warren in the park, in my own rig, nibbling on a fucking carrot, nice and cosy, listen to it for free. I can hear the other cunt up in Sunderland, quite faint, but I get the general gist of what they're on about.
I don't really understand his accent, to be honest, but I get, I pick it up. It's for free anyway.
It's more... I wouldn't pay for it. No way.
No,
not even if I did live near it. I don't think it's quite good enough to pay for it. However, I will listen to it when I'm waiting for a new episode of Fern Cotton's Happy Place to come out. Now because that's my favourite, right? That's got a lot about mindfulness, etc. It's something, as a rabbit, I am very interested in. But this is more a bit of light relief. And for free, I don't mind it at all. I like what I really like is when they used to do the Roy Keane stuff. It was bloody funny. And I don't think it's been as funny since then, but it's still not bad.
It's got a bit jaded, I think, and I think they're a bit too keen on the sound of their own voices sometimes.
Yeah,
but, it's all right for free.
They'll talk about, sometimes they'll fill half hour talking about hot water bottles, and I'm just insulted.
Yeah, they don't even talk about the stuff that the episode's about. You hear the title at the beginning, and you think, this will be
I'm
good.
Looking forward to this.
Set Blatter. That'll be interesting. And then they talk about something else for half an hour.
But, like I say, I can't really complain. I certainly couldn't complain to them, because they wouldn't look kindly upon that, considering they'd know that I was consuming paywall content for nothing. So I'm not in a position to complain, but you asked me what I thought of it, so I'm telling you. You, of course, are a badger, so you don't have the option. Your hearing is not 2 mile radius like me, so you're going to have to rely on... You're going to have to subscribe.
You might be blind as well, is that right?
Yeah.
Or is that bats? I'm not sure.
Badgers are very short-sighted. That's why the Swedish go around with the Rivita down their socks, don't they? Yeah, I heard it. Funnily enough, I heard that on that podcast I was just telling you about. It's quite educational too, in a funny sort of way. Anyway, have a nice day, mate. Don't see you out much. Usually you're nocturnal, aren't you? Oh, you're out today because you need to get something. All right, well, fair enough. Nice to bump into you.
Merry Christmas. Hope you've had a nice one.
You finished your quality street yet, have you? No, I know, it's that sort of time of year, isn't it? Anyway, go on. I won't hold you up any longer.
I bought too many, as usual. I'm going to be middle of January, I'll still be scoffing them.
Well, I tell you what,
by then.
I've definitely gained weight. I've definitely gained weight, and I'll be hibernating soon. I mean, I was mid-hibernation, then I came up for Christmas. I always do that. And then I'll re-hibernate. And
Go
so
back down again.
There's no way I will be burning off all these extra Christmas calories. I won't come up again till spring. I'll be as fat as a cunt come spring.
I'll not be eating till then, so, swings and roundabouts, innit, really? Yeah, that's nature for you. It's the life we chose.
Well, that's the lot of a rabbit, I suppose. I've got rabbit cousins. I mean, I'm lucky. I live here. This is one of the King's Royal Parks. So, it's quite nice. It's quite well looked after. I've got cousins who live in cities. And I tell you what, that is no life. Especially not nowadays. They're dangerous places to live. No place for a rabbit. I've got a cousin. I've got a set of cousins, right? They live in a tower block in Manchester. Right in the centre of Manchester. They live in a tower block. The lift's always fucked. Imagine a rabbit. Imagine a bunny rabbit trying to get up 18 flights of stairs in a tower block.
Stairs, they're high for us. You got to do them one at a time.
Hop, it's a fucking nightmare.
Hop.
You see some of the human kiddies doing them 2 steps at a time. They're having the time of their life. I think, oh yeah, well, count yourself lucky.
Coming down's not so bad. You can scamper down them. Well, getting up, especially with a bag of shopping. Okay, yeah,
that's not for me. I'm happy here. It does get chilly a little bit, but like I said, I've got my Warren and I've got my podcasts to get me through the winter.
Stolen podcast.
I've got my podcast to listen to. I'm lucky. There is a number of podcasters because Gary Lineker lives near here as well. Now he's not that consistent with his output. He was doing one with Danny Baker for a while. I don't know what's happened to that. Maybe they rested it. But I can listen in on him quite easily. Whatever he's up to, I'll have a listen in on him. And then, of course, even nearer, Simon Le Bon. He doesn't podcast, but sometimes I listen to him just chatting to his wife, Yasmin.
You can hear them, him and Lineker. They don't go together, but you can hear them in that media hub.
Yeah.
They have meetings about stuff. I hear all of that.
Oh,
I know everything's going on.
I keep it to myself because I'm quite a private sort of a rabbit. But the stuff I could tell you, I know half the things that are going on in the media 2 months before they're announced.
You know that Gary Lineker quiz show he's doing on RTV? I knew about that a year before it came on because I heard the meeting. I overheard it.
And you know what? What's amazing is because of my rotational ears and my uncanny hearing ability, I don't have to leave the fucking Warren to hear conversations like that. Pin sharp, I hear them. Just turn the old ears round. 75% that is. 75% rotation. I just turn them in the direction of the media. Oh, bang. What's going on in Lineker's world right now? Oh, game show. Very nice. Very lucrative by the sound of things.
Very lucrative. It sounds like not a lot of effort, which is all you need, isn't it? It's my lifestyle, really.
I'm not in that game, but if I was, that would be the sort of job I were looking for.
Yeah. I'd want to do that thing, that Ben Shepherd thing, the coin drop. If he ever leaves that, I'd love to take over that. Easy job, that.
Well, it is right. I don't have much experience, but I have been told that I have got the gift of the gab. And will I throw my hat in the ring should Ben Shepherd ever step down or, God forbid, die? Yes, I will be throwing my hat in the ring.
People say, no, you've got no chance of getting to host a quiz show, mate. You're a rabbit. And I say, hey, look at Tenable. They've got that little fella presenting that who played the Ewok. It's not much of a leap from an Ewok to a rabbit, is it? In terms of presenting the game show.
Actually, now, so because obviously with the old Me Too and Black Lives Matter, all that, everyone is focused, rightly, on being much more inclusive, much more representative in the media. And I'm like, well, how about rabbits? When do we get our faces on the box? Growing up as a rabbit in the 80s, I felt very detached from most society because when I watched on telly, I never saw anyone who was like me unless they were doing, say, a rerun of Watership Down. And that was just a negative stereotype anyway in that.
Yeah, and it didn't end nicely either.
Everyone getting mixy all the time. That's not really the old story of rabbit life, you know, mixy this, mixy that.
Of course, there was Peter Rabbit as well, but that was pretty fictionalised. That was a heightened version of what we do. It wasn't very realistic.
People ask me a lot about that. Is it real? I say there are kernels of truth in it. Let's say that. Kernels of truth. But let's just say whoever wrote it, I don't think was a rabbit themselves. I'm pretty sure it was written by a human. And they used a great deal of poetic license. Let's leave it at that.
And the Peter Rabbit wore clothes, which we generally do not do.
We never. I mean, I have before, to amuse the kids, worn a top hat, right? A human top hat, which is entertaining to see. But day to day, I'll just go around in my normal rabbit fur. It's the rabbit way.
Yeah. Done with that?
Yeah.
So that's how far rabbits can rotate their ears to detect sounds, up to 2 miles in every direction. But the bit that stood out in the last episode that I want to go back to is male cats. I'll just read it to you verbatim and then see what you think. In 1879, the Belgian city of Liège conducted a short-lived experiment using cats to deliver mail from the central post office to outlying villages. Already,
villages.
how feasible are you finding this?
What? Cats delivering mail?
How feasible are you finding this already?
Yeah, I can see it, but I don't know. I mean, cats... The thing about cats is they won't follow a route.
No.
They'll totally go wherever their fancy takes them, no matter how important the package is.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll elaborate. The letters were put into waterproof bags that were tied around the collars of 37 trained domestic cats. Now, I don't know.
You can't train a cat.
Cats don't like being dressed up.
You cannot train a cat.
Cats don't like having things attached to them.
No, they hate it. They don't even like collars.
Doesn't feel good. Yeah. The animals proved slow and unreliable, with some taking more than a day to reach their destination, while others simply didn't bother.
Fuck this.
Yeah, get this fucking bag off me neck.
I'm fucking dumping all of this in the canal. Right, and I'm off down the fucking juicer. They must be fucking mad if they think I'm traipsing around delivering all this fucking shit human mail all day in this weather.
They get pigeons to do stuff like this. Pigeons are really good at it. Fuck's sake, what are they
Pigeons
going to do
the
this
thing
for?
about the average pigeon is as thick as pig shit, yeah? And it'll do whatever human fucking tells it to. It'll be grateful for being given the responsibility.
And full of seed at the end of it.
Yeah, and they'll give them anything. And do you know what as well? They love attention. Because they're vermin, they're disgusting animals, and they just love the fucking attention they get for delivering shit for humans. I'm a cat. I'm a civilised fucking creature. I've got dignity. I've got pride.
I'm elegant.
I'm fucking elegant. I'm famously beautiful. I'm not fucking delivering mail.
I'm fucking bewitching me. Look at my eyes.
I'm a cat. I'm the best animal there is. I'm not being trained to be a fucking lackey to a human being. A furless cunt.
So their male cats, 1879, Belgian city of Liège, didn't work out. Do you believe it? Do you choose to believe it or not?
I believe it.
I believe it as well. There's another one next to it. Elusive Bear. A lot of people have been getting in touch with us regarding this film Cocaine Bear that's coming out.
Yeah.
Saying it seems like the most Top Flight Time Machine thing ever. I haven't watched the trailer yet. Have you had a look at it?
No, loads of people said to me, I haven't got around to watching it. I do intend to.
Yeah. We'll reserve judgment.
My favourite thing about it that I know so far is their choice to call it Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. It feels almost too on the nose.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we can't deep dive it. No way.
No. But I'll investigate that further. But this is Elusive Bear, which I would argue is a better name for a film.
Yeah.
A brown bear, nicknamed Papillon, like that, escaped from a nature park in Trento, northern Italy, by climbing 4 fences, including a 13-foot tall electric barrier with 7 wires charged at 7,000 volts, and then remained on the loose for 10 months before finally being caught. He broke free again in July 2020, that time going missing for 42 days before being recaptured. I choose to believe that. I think it's a bear with ambition.
We know bears are always escaping from things as well, so it's not a big stretch for us to believe that particular. Believe it or not,
it doesn't appear to try and restrict a bear's movements.
Yeah.
So that's good. So that's that page.
Do you want to quickly hear about this lad with the 2 bananas? He's on page.
Of course,
he's on page 78. And it's a wonderful picture. It's an absolutely wonderful picture. The kid is a brilliant kid because he's opened a double banana, which is obviously must be one of the greatest moments in his life. It would be the greatest moment in pretty much anyone's life, wouldn't it?
Look at that.
I mean, even someone even like David Niven or Liberace, if they opened a fucking banana and there's 2 bananas inside, their minds would have been blown. But this kid is pulling a fantastic face, isn't he? Of horror and amusement and surprise all at once. It's the perfect facial response to a double banana.
It's like 2 bananas giving us the V sign.
It's really funny.
Jalapeño. Jalapeño.
It says Paxton Courtney, great name.
Yeah.
Paxton Courtney of Anchorage, Alaska. Sounds like someone who played for the United States soccer team in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's Paxton Courtney. Anchorage, Alaska, shared his strange find with us. This is a fan feed where a fan just sends something in.
Oh, he sent it in?
Yeah.
He's contributed. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. The fruit was part of a normal bunch of bananas brought home from the grocery store. That's what Americans call the food shop. But a closer inspection revealed an extra wide specimen. You can see Paxton's surprise, you certainly can, upon peeling the anomaly. Luckily, 2-for-1 bananas like this are perfectly safe to eat. See, you can see, because he's peeled it halfway down, and you see the 2 perfect bananas poking out the top. But the bottom area, you see just an extra wide banana skin. And you can see the outline of 2 bananas inside. And I have to say, although this is a wonderful picture that I feel privileged to have seen, in a way it's a bit of a shame to peel it. Do you know what I mean?
You got to, though, haven't you, to see what's in there?
You can see there's 2 in there. So
you can, but
I would like a picture of it pre-peel and after peel. But anyway, I'm asking a lot. It's a fucking good picture. It's probably the best thing I've seen in Ripley's Believe It or Not so far this year.
I don't think it's worth our while trying to go online and getting in touch with Paxton Courtney because he's a minor.
No, we shouldn't do that.
I think that's
well, he's set. I mean, I'd imagine Paxton Courtney's set for life now, isn't he? After discovering that and getting it in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah, he'll be getting paid for that.
Yeah, he'll get paid for that. He'll become famous. He'll become the boy with the double banana. He'll travel from town to town doing live shows and telling his stories and stuff.
Holding his photograph up.
Doing merchandise, release his own range of fragrances, the lot.
It's that sort of thing. It says, luckily 2-for-1 bananas like this are perfectly safe to eat. I wouldn't have assumed otherwise.
Oh, for a moment.
I wouldn't have thought they wouldn't be safe to eat.
What's the best unusual food stuff that you have ever encountered? Like, have you ever had a solid chocolate Kit Kat, for example?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Not solid all the way along. Kind of like a third of the way along.
On one finger or all fingers?
On, it was both fingers.
Right.
Yeah. And, of course, right at the end, where the biscuit bit was, that went right up to the edge.
Ah, okay.
It wasn't a little kind of...
little barrier. Chocolate buffer.
A barrier. That's the word, a chocolate buffer. I mean, the double yolk egg can't be beaten when you get one of them, because you never expect it, do you?
No. We once, in the early days of us doing a mailbag episode on Top Flight, I can't remember what the question was, maybe it was something similar to this, but someone claimed that their dad had told them, or their granddad had told them, that they'd once got a bag of crisps, and when they opened it, there was just a single massive crisp inside.
I remember that, yeah.
One crisp that was the size of the whole bag.
Yeah. Did they send a photograph, or did we just imagine it?
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure they were being lied to.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
What else can you get? I mean, I'm always interested in people getting in touch about that stuff.
Are you trying to do some kind of spin-off of your own, believe it or not, here?
Yeah. Well, now you mention it, we could do Top Flight Time Machine, like just change it slightly so we don't get real.
Yeah.
Do you fiction or fact?
Real or unreal?
Yeah.
Something like that.
With Sam and Andy.
It's going to go after a long way to get a old book's worth.
Yeah.
And do a new one each year.
Well, just get everyone to send shit in. But the twist with ours is we don't have to provide photographic evidence. So it's just a whole book of claims people make.
It's just all text.
Yeah. Just
No pictures whatsoever.
There's a bloke in Shrewsbury reckons he opened a Kit Kat and inside there was a live snake.
I want to know more about the double bananas and how rare they are or not rare. And that information isn't provided.
What I've
It's
imagined a huge amount of, I don't know why, but are you a fan of the pistachio nut?
I love the pistachio
They're great,
nuts, son.
aren't they? Have you ever imagined while you were just munching your way through a big bowl of pistachio, like munch. Have you ever imagined, you go, I love these pistachio nuts, but they're quite small. And once I get going on them, I cannot stop. Bang, bang, bang. I'll do a whole fucking bag of them. You keep on, just click them open. And I sometimes fantasize about one gigantic cashew nut that is the size and shape of one of those yellow sort of honeydew melons.
Yeah.
And you wrench open the big shell.
Would you be able to do it yourself? Would you need help?
You wrench it open. You might have to use pliers, perhaps, or something.
Maybe someone on each side of the nut.
But once you've wrenched the shell off, what you've got is imagine it as a rugby ball almost, but it's pure pistachio nut.
Absolute nut. Yeah.
So this is not something I've seen. I don't believe it's something that exists, but it's something that I've fantasised about a great deal. Would it make it into Sam and Andy's True or Untrue? Yeah, it would. That's exactly the sort of thing that would make it in there.
Definitely. But I don't think it's feasible. I don't think it could happen.
We can't breed it.
I'm looking at double banana facts. There was a sighting of one in 2020 in Horsham. Tom Symes says that he normally enjoys a banana with his coffee as a snack each morning. October the 2nd was shocked to discover his favourite fruit had an extra surprise in store. And he didn't realise until he got it, and he called it a double-barrelled banana. He got it from Broadbridge Heath Tesco. A banana expert at fruit importer Fifes says that around 5% of bananas can grow into double fingers. That's 1 in 20.
5%? I've been eating
1 in
bananas
20.
my whole life. I've never seen one.
But the thing
That's
is,
an exaggerated stat. He's lying to us.
well, no, maybe he's not, because he says most are discarded. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's
Why
very...
would they do that?
I don't know. Well, that we get. I've told you before. We get this thing called Odd Box, which is a box. You don't know what's going to be in it. You can tell them what your absolute no-nos are. So if there's a particular fruit or veg that you will not eat, then you can put that on the list. But on the whole, you just don't know what's coming. And the whole point is it's the ugly fruit and veg that is rejected by the big stores. And I think that's good. But it's not in every country. Like out on the continent, they love a load of ugly fruit lying around in the market. It's sort of here. Yeah. We're like, oh, I can't eat that apple. It's not perfectly spherical. Take it away.
Yeah. It's got a little lump on the side.
Yeah.
I might die.
You know what? It's infantile. You know the way that like your kids, like, you know, my kids are still sometimes, if it's a bruised banana, we go, it's rotten. And you go, you know it's not fucking rotten, just eat it, right?
Yeah.
But you get over that.
Then you get to our age, you just eat anything.
You fucking eat mould if you have to.
Yeah.
Right? But like, you go, it's all right, just fucking brush it off with my fingers, right? Run it under a fucking tap. But like, it is infantile, isn't it? It's like the whole of society became infantile about what they'll eat. I only want to eat it if it looks right. And it's like, fuck's sake, grow up.
Yeah.
Because of you selfish, babyish people, we're having to live without double bananas. Because the shops are rejecting them because they think that they'll scare dickheads like you. Well, listen, we fucking want double bananas. I would fucking kill for a double banana.
Well, I don't know why they don't do them, because...
Well, we know, because they think it'll scare the pampered snowflakes, right? Yeah. Who can't bear the sight of anything unconventional.
I'm going to send an email into Mike Graham, see if he wants to cover this on his show.
I'm going to send a letter to my fucking MP.
Get this though, the Fife's banana expert said that in extremely rare cases, 4-finger bananas can grow.
Like a banana Kit Kat.
That's like a fucking whole bunch in one skin.
Oh, would you?
That's
Here's
amazing.
a good question for you. Would you unpeel that quadruple banana and try to take one bite, i.e. a bit of all 4 at once? Effectively, it would be like you trying to fit 4 cocks in your mouth. In a sort of particularly extreme porno.
I would have to say I would believe that to be impossible. Not that I've tried it with 4 cocks, but I don't think I could. I don't think I've got the capabilities.
You'd have to try. If you were given an opportunity like that, you'd kick yourself if you didn't try.
Yeah, you'd have to try so you would know. You'd know whether you could do it or not, and therefore you could obviously replicate it to a cock statistic as well.
If you didn't do it when given that rare, almost unique opportunity to do it, you would always rue the missed opportunity.
You'd regret it for the rest of your days.
You notice I used the word rue there on purpose because during this World Cup, it's only during big football tournaments that you hear the word rue used quite so liberally.
Yeah.
People are talking about ruining things the whole time.
He'll rue that missed chance.
Or he'll rue that.
Tournament.
They may come to rue these early missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to fucking rue on that. I'll wake up in the night fucking ruin me head off.
I'll rue the fuck out of that later on.
One thing I hate is ruin things. And I know, I can sense it now. I'm going to end up ruining this right now.
This tournament's fucked for me now. I'm spending all my time ruining.
Wild fucking rue more like.
Of course, we're recording this while the World Cup is still going on. And
It'll be well over by the time you listen to this.
10 days.
And we'll all be left with rues, no doubt.
Oh, we're just all ruined. I mean, we might not be. England might have won it. I've got no idea. Yeah. We're in the past. And you'll listen to this in the future, so we just don't know. That's why we're focusing on things that aren't really time sensitive, such as 4-fingered bananas. And
have you seen this thing on page 71, mate? Flesh fashion. You get ready because it's going to really...
what's this?
Yeah, it's going to rock you to your core. Okay, it's hard for me to explain. What it is it's a load of different sort of... It looks like a load of body parts, but in fact, it's a load of sort of gadgets and household objects that have been made to look like they're fashioned from human skin. It's quite disturbing. It says here, artist and DJ Do from Kawasaki, Japan.
I don't think you've done his name justice there. You haven't elongated it enough.
Artist and DJ Do is 4 O's from Kawasaki, Japan. Creates accessories and gadgets that bear a striking and somewhat disturbing resemblance to human body parts. Well, they're right there.
Look at that.
It looks exactly like human body parts, and it's extremely disturbing. One of his pieces that's garnered the most attention is a coin purse shaped like a mouth and chin, whose fleshy lips you can move and jaw you can open to deposit change into.
Wow.
Beside the quirky wallet, Do has also made an iPhone case covered with what looks like human skin, a dice cube with an eye that realistically blinks, and a finger-shaped flesh R, which is a flash drive. He uses resin and silicone to create each masterpiece. Well, that's a bit overblown. And sells them through his store. They've written in full caps, Mother Factory. Well, Andy, I think we better get on to Mother Factory right now and see how much some of this fucking shit costs.
I like how Mother Factory is in capitals because I imagine that's how he's fucking done it himself.
Yeah, Mother Factory. Clothing, shoes and accessories. Okay, well, it seems to be mainly run out of our Instagram account. Oh my god!
Oh well, you'll buy it then, won't you? If it's on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I can't find a direct link to Mother Factory itself though.
There isn't. A human flesh art brand. Okay, let's.
I've just seen a video of someone wearing the blinking eye around their neck. So I'll look on YouTube maybe.
The Japanese are pretty kind of. They're quite edgy, aren't they? So maybe... I mean, there's a necklace, right? It's a gold chain on the homepage. You can get... So the homepage, if you're interested, is Do that's D4Os, beats.stores.jp. There is a mouth and chin. The chin has very realistic stubble on it, but it's quite large, but you wear it on a chain around your neck. There is a blinking eye mirror ball, a blinking eye dice.
It's all sold out. Oh, no, it's not.
A finger flash
blinking
drive.
eye dice is 580,000 Japanese yen. Now, what is that?
Are you gonna
In
do
UK
the conversion?
Money? I am. 348 quid. That's not bad.
Probably the most horrible looking thing is the belly button vinyl adapter. And it's the hair is sort of got strong pube vibes.
Yeah.
It's literally just a belly button, quite a pale bit of flesh with like puby hair around it. Dirty old sort of belly button. And I don't know what a vinyl adapter is, mate. What is it?
No, I'm not sure either. I'm just having a look. It's used when playing a 7-inch vinyl. It's used as a...
Oh, yeah, because some of the... Like, my record player doesn't play 7 inches.
Right.
So, yeah, maybe I need this.
Well, it's sold out. You can't have it.
Oh, fuck.
My favourite's the USB flash drive, which is just a finger. It looks very realistic.
Very, very.
The nail on it and everything.
It wouldn't be bad
Sold
sort
out,
of novelty present, but like I say, it's all very expensive. In fact, all of it is... Oh, no, the only things that aren't sold out are the blinking eye mirror ball and the blinking eye dice.
Well, there you go. Best of luck, with all of your endeavours.
Oh, yeah, fair play to him. I think it's interesting stuff. Not necessarily for me, but I wish you all the best with the business.
That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Not everything's for everyone. Live and let live. We'll leave it there. We'll do another week of Ripley's, I think, next week, and then it'll be time to stop, I think. But,
Time to stop.
There we go. Thanks very much, and goodbye.
Goodbye.